Recording twin powers activate. Form of professional streamers.
Welcome to the podcast. This is probably going to be a long podcast because the outline is a little out of control because we went to E3.
E3. A lot to cover.
My feet still hurt.
Mostly because of us. Fuck everything else.
My feet still hurt, and my colon still hurts. And my banana is quite crusty.
My paw print does not look like it's okay.
Really? Oh man, I think we got some shitty tattoos, dude. We'll have to send each other photos because my banana looks like he's not healing well. I'm putting Neosporin on him, and I don't usually put Neosporin on fucking tattoos, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm quite worried that he's gonna turn into a giant scar.
I'm washing it pretty regularly because I've been worried about putting other stuff. I was putting on like a very minuscule amount of lotion.
I left the music on. Did I? Maybe I'm just listening to it. No, I'm just listening to it, which is totally fine. It puts me in a zen place. We lost a viewer already. Well, fuck you too.
I think it was me. Damn it, me.
Well, fuck you, Charlene.
Can't even support us.
Does that mean our only two viewers are me and you? Yes. Aww. Did you tweet it?
I'm trying to tweet it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll just do it.
No, I'm doing it. I got it now. Damn it. Why do you hate me?
I just do it quickly, you know.
I had to sign in because I just got this app.
After you taught me all there is to know about dual wielding Twitter.
Well, I can dual wield it on my phone, but at the moment my phone is indisposed, so I have to use my Nook, which is why I had to sign in.
I don't see this fucking tweet, Charlene.
I'm writing it. Oh my God.
Jesus. I could have tweeted it by now. Tweeted? Is that a thing? I don't know.
Twatted?
Coming from me, probably. Okay, so let's just fucking start this giant list of things while you're typing.
We tweeted.
God. Should I cut the burps out? Should I leave them? I like they're like a personality flaw. Should just accept me as the way I am.
I'm pretty sure I sent you a burp in the middle of my read and was like, whatever.
I only listened to like a few seconds, dude, for real. I was like, I know she hated doing this shit.
I'm so sad.
It sounded good anyway. Oh my God. I don't know how we're doing a podcast. I can throw up from sending me a thing. I don't even know where to start. I just put all this random shit and it's not in order at all.
Well, we should probably start with the biggest, bestest thing.
Well, Destiny.
Us hanging out.
Well, there's that. I mean, E3-wise.
Whoa. Differing opinions, I guess.
I'm at E3. I really like
we
Destiny.
too were at E3.
I couldn't. Okay, well, I couldn't have cared less if we went to E3 at all. So there, I wasn't there for that. It was a fucking painful cherry on top of the sundae for me.
Yes, I'm a sundae, guys.
A banana split.
Oh, girl.
Done ya.
That sounds so good.
So yeah, we did get to hang out. That was pretty awesome.
It was the best.
I only got drunk once. Charlene's a giant pussy and can't drink bourbon apparently, so
I've been enjoying it with my steak as a sauce.
Yeah. Well, hey man.
It's good.
Whenever is it gone? You used it all in bourbon sauce?
No, not yet. I've only had 2 steaks with it so far.
Hey man. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay. What do we got? We went to Santa Monica. We saw the GTA Pier. That was pretty cool. It was really weird. Really, really weird being in LA after playing GTA for all these years. It was so weird. I just, I don't know what I'll ever do if I go to, like, Italy after playing all that Assassin's Creed, because I feel like it's way more accurate than GTA. But, like,
you're gonna murder some people. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
I feel like I should climb this roof and fucking fling a pigeon.
The people will be like, "Oh my god, what's she doing?" Like, just like in the game where they're like, "Oh, that's not right."
This fucking fat girl. She thinks she's Spider-Man.
Parkour.
Parkour. So the pier was cool because of that, but otherwise, I didn't find the pier very impressive. Like,
expensive. Like
it was
everything
expensive.
else out
Yeah, it was expensive and full of weirdos. Like, there was the guy that tried to touch us in the parking lot. Like, he tried to, like, reach in the car or something, and then we pulled around the corner, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my god, there's, like, 2 Mexican dudes, like, chasing this guy. Remember? They were
I'm pretty sure he got his ass whooped shortly after.
Dude, they were essays for sure. They were like, yo, Holmes. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said. Yo, Holmes, what you doing touching my car, bitch? I was like,
I don't know why he thought he could be touching people's cars.
I don't know what he was trying to do. If he was trying to stick flyers on people's cars when they were driving by, or he looked like he was trying to reach in our fucking door, man. And
he looked like he was trying to, like, act tough. Like,
oh no, he was trying to reach. I think he was trying to reach in and touch me to make me feel uncomfortable, and that is the wrong thing to do to me.
He lucky he still has an arm.
Yeah, he really fucking is, because I would have grabbed it and took off and made him regret ever fucking putting his arm in my car. That just would have been it. Ugh. Oh, then there was the weird lady with the fucking ATM machine. Like, it had, the ATM had that glass bubble on it.
Touching it?
Yeah, she was, like, so impressed that she could put her hand in there and you could see it. I don't know.
It was like the sneeze guard at a salad bar for the ATM.
That's a good idea. That probably is what that was for. It sure as hell wasn't like blocking your view of it. She really was, dude. She was like, "Oh my god."
Maybe she thought it was one of those, like, subway systems where you step into it and it, like, takes you away.
Luke's in the chat getting kicked for excessive caps.
Oh, our new bot don't fuck around.
Let's see. Anyway, we were gonna ride the roller coaster, but it was gonna cost us like fucking $20 to ride that goddamn roller coaster, and I just couldn't do it.
We were already poor.
That was like, oh yeah, should we talk about that? Like a cautionary tale about why I had no money the whole time I was in LA. Like, I literally, all my spending money was gone. So,
yeah.
I rented a car, which I've done, I don't know how many times, but I haven't done it in like 10 fucking years. I haven't traveled in like 10 years besides that trip. Like, everywhere else I've gone, I've driven my own car. So, I rented a car from Dollar, who I always go to, and I don't know if they've always taken a deposit, but it was definitely never $350 fucking dollars. Like, $350 was basically how much money I gave myself to spend at E3, and they took it all. Like, my husband had to send me extra money to put on one funding source so that I had enough money to even give them a deposit. And so I had no money all week, like, at all. Like, there was no purchasing anything for me at E3. I thought I wasn't going to get to purchase even souvenirs for, like, my family because I didn't have any money. But the day that the second I brought that car back, Charlene, the fucking hold came off of my card. It's never been that quick for me before.
That's cool. At least there's that, I guess.
Yeah, so at the LA fucking airport, I was shopping my ass off in my 2 hours that I was there. Because I got in, like, way too early, dude. Like, they said to get there 2 hours early. I needed, like, 30 minutes tops to get through that TSA line.
Are you serious? We usually get there 3 hours early.
Wow. No. Yeah, I wanted to get there. Let me think. I left the hotel at 8. I didn't get to the rental car place 10 miles away, mind you, until 9. I gave a fuck. Oh my god, it was so sweet. I pulled up to get gas because you have to do it like 10 miles away from the rental car place. And this really old black guy walks up to me with a bucket because he's wanting to clean my windows for tips. And he had this whole spiel, like a professional fucking salesman, about himself. And, like, he walks up and he's like, I'm so-and-so, I'm a veteran, pulls out his fucking VA card and shows me. And he's like, you know, I clean everybody's windows for free. And if they decide to throw me a little change afterward, then that's just a blessing. And I get to go and buy myself a McMuffin over here at McDonald's.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I'll tell you what.
Too.
I was like, I don't give a shit about these windows because this is a rental car. How about I just give you $2 and you go get yourself some breakfast? So I gave him $2 for him to go get a couple of McMuffins on my way because, you know, the fucking homeless people out there really hurt my soul. Like, when I got home, I just felt so drained from the poverty out there. It was crazy. I've never actually experienced that here. I've seen stuff like that other places, but not in the United States.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And then to see it in, like, contrast with the big glitzy buildings and, you know, Beverly Hills not too far away, it's like...
That was the worst
like,
part of it.
What kind of way?
Like, you're getting off the fucking highway behind a Lamborghini full of assholes. And your GPS, Norma, we named her. Fucking Charlene's GPS lady's a crazy bitch. And she's like, turn down here because I want you to drive by every homeless dude on the way to fucking E3 every day. Start the day off right with some fucking bums on the corner on the way to E3.
Enjoy your guilt trip.
Hi,
the
Ian.
Scenic route.
Yeah, the scenic route. That's definitely what it was. Very colorful. Lots of tents and tarps. But anyway, so I did that, and then I get to the fucking rental car place at like 9. And then I got to the airport and through TSA by 9:55. Like, I got into the terminal before I even thought I was going to get to the airport. Because it took me a fucking hour to get from the airport to the rental car, so I just assumed it was going to fucking take another hour to get back, and it didn't. So I got to do some shopping with my freshly returned money. Got some t-shirts and my shot glass. I couldn't find a cool shot glass, like, anywhere that we went into, and I found one at the airport. So that was fun.
For all your last-minute shopping.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you ever, you know, go to LA specifically, because I've never had that happen to me, that deposit thing, anywhere else. So I think maybe it's just like either it's a new policy or it's an LA thing. I don't know, but be careful. Call ahead and find out how much they fucking want out of your ass.
Yep. I've never rented a car, so...
Let's see what else we got. Hollywood Boulevard. We saw some GTA cars. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That was cool.
That there were paint jobs that you used to have to glitch to get your paint to look like this in GTA. Like, you had to do a specific order of things at the fucking chop shop to get this paint job. And then you, like, see it on like a lot of cars. It's like a popular paint job out there. And it's like, who did it first? You know? I'm dying to know who did it first.
Art?
I don't know, because, like, I feel like that shit's been out for a while, so maybe GTA did it first, and these motherfuckers are like, yo, I like this fucking pearl over matte paint job shit. I need to go do this shit.
I'm sure other people were doing it first before GTA. GTA was probably like, those are cool, we're putting those in there. But you gotta be...
They didn't put them in there, though. You had to glitch to get it. It wasn't a base paint job. It was like you had to go in... The way you did it, you had to go in, paint your car matte, which I keep most of my cars matte anyway. In real life, if I had money, all my cars would have matte paint jobs. Actually, they'd probably have that paint job that we're talking about. But anyway, you fucking had to paint your car matte, and then you had to back out... And you had to go change something about your tires. So usually we would just change from the fancy tires to the stock tires. And then you had to go back and put the pearl paint job over top of your matte paint job. And that's how you got it to look like that. It was like a whole process. It was definitely not just like in there, you know. That's why I find it so interesting. I'm like, I wonder if that, just became a thing. Because it's so old that you would think that people would have moved past it by now. If it was something that
It still looks badass,
started
though.
before. Oh, yeah. That fucking gold Mustang. I don't even like gold cars. That gold Mustang was a shit. Oh, I have a slideshow, you guys. I'm going to play of pictures.
Yay.
I'm sure you probably have seen most of them, but we'll just let them, roll through while we're talking. What else about Hollywood? Oh, so the one homeless guy, there was, a guy that I will never forget for the rest of my life. Hollywood Boulevard is a crazy place. The fucking traffic is nuts on Hollywood Boulevard, and this motherfucking dude was out in the middle of the street. Well, not in the middle of the street. He was, on the curb, picking up some food that somebody dropped on the side of the road. And it just, it killed me. Whoa.
That was you. Sorry. I was trying to watch a slideshow.
Let's see. We met some character people.
I thought you were talking about the guy who was like, "You almost hit me with your fucking car, you douchebag."
That was not on Hollywood Boulevard. That was downtown LA. That was oh God, what street were we on? It was on an Olympic or something? It was on one of the big ones.
I think we were heading back to the hotel.
We were on Olympic or Crenshaw or something. Something big. Yeah, this guy, his life flashed before my fucking eyes, man. I was like, whoa. That guy almost hit that guy, and as soon as I said that, the fucking dude on the bike, followed this dude down an alley. And this slideshow's going way too fast, so I'm gonna slow it down. He followed the guy down the alley, and he was like, "You motherfucker." He was really pissed, and he was yelling at the top of his lungs, too. He was like, "You son of a bitch, you almost hit me, blah, 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 what the fuck?"
He really did, though. It was so close.
Oh, dude, it was fucking inches, literal inches, 3 inches from that dude dying, man. It was really bad. The guy was not paying attention. But he came back out of the alley and started to go up the street, and he pulled up next to this car. It was a couple of cars ahead, and was like, "You almost hit me too, you fucking dickhead."
Piece of shit.
Fucking piece of shit.
Where you going?
Oh, man.
I mean, he wasn't wrong, though.
No, he wasn't. There's no fucking way I could ride a bike in LA, dude. That fucking traffic, whoa. Stressful. Did I get to ask anyone if they knew where we found the palm trees, but it was dark. It was really dark. I got one picture of them from the car. We just didn't have time. I have to go back to LA with nothing else to do but to just take pictures.
We were very booked.
Well, I think we would have been okay if it weren't for the fact that it literally takes an hour to fucking go 10 miles in that town. It's fucking crazy. But we
said booked.
Yeah, booked in the. I realized, dude. Do you realize the only time we got out of the car was at Santa Monica Pier? Everything else we saw, we pretty much just drove by it.
No, we got out for Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, we got out on Hollywood. We walked around there. That's right. Let's see. Here's what my thing says. My outline says about LA. It says LA is full of beepers and homeless and rude fucks. I've never been around so many rude sons of bitches in my fucking life, man. But you know what? I don't think they were local. I think it was all, tourists that were assholes, except for the ones on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking jerks. I was so glad to get the fuck away from that chi, man. The fucking energy was bad. Let's see. Says our hotel was cool. Weed was even cooler. Fucking what was it?
Delivery?
Space Queen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got fucking weed delivered to the hotel room at what, 2 in the fucking morning? It was so late.
It was 1 or 2.
Well, we were gonna go to a fucking quote legit dispensary, but it looked so fucking scary that I don't intimidate easily, you guys. I'm not scared of anybody, but I was not going in there with money.
They were definitely looking to sacrifice us.
Oh
Harvest our
man,
organs.
it was looking real bad in that fucking dispensary. So then it was like, well, we're just gonna call, and they gave you 2 free joints. Wow, I just got a follow alert. I guess you probably didn't hear it in the podcast, so that's good. But I definitely heard it. It was fucking loud. Thanks for that follow, person.
Thanks for the follow.
I don't know who you are because I don't have that pulled up right now.
I don't either. Ooh, that's a pretty picture.
El Capitan. Oh, you're looking at different shit than me. I'm looking at it live, and you're looking at the delayed shit. Trejo's Tacos. We're fucking thebomb.com. I really
I
love
ate
that
7
place.
tacos.
Charlene ate so many. She was like, I'm gonna go get some more, and she was gonna go stand in line again. And I was like, fuck that shit. Oh, and then we saw Rachel.
Everybody.
We saw this lady was a fucking Rachel. What is it? Doziel. Fucking lookalike. I took a picture of her.
She changed her name, though. She changed it to something that sounds suspiciously more African.
Oh, there she is. I just saw her picture roll by. There's a 24 in the frame with her. You have to look for her. It's kind of dark. I couldn't exactly.
Incognito.
Charlene said I was being super obvious, and then I had my ringer on and didn't know it. So like when I took the picture,
I'm like,
fucking shutter sound played, and I was just like, oh fuck my ass. But she was busy talking to those people next to her or something, so she didn't notice.
After their hot wings, man.
Those fucking wings smelled so good that I was hoping they weren't going to come back, because I would have been like, yo, I'll take those fucking wings. I don't think they're allowed to give stuff like that to other people, though. I think that's, like, against the rules. Get old Danny T in trouble. But if you ever go to LA, you definitely have to get some Trejo's Tacos, because they are the shit.
I also ate her leftovers that she left.
So pissed I left that carne asada one in there, because it was so fucking good.
It was so fucking good. I appreciate it.
It was a little spicy, but I didn't give a fuck.
No. The jackfruit one was really spicy.
I don't know whatever you described to me. Oh no, I remember looking at it. It was weird. The fact that it was like a plant and looked like that freaked me out. It was weird. I mean, didn't you think it was weird? I mean, you probably had it before, haven't you?
I haven't had it before. I've heard of it, but I haven't had it before. So it was, like, interesting. I wanted to try it so I could, tell the wife about it.
Oh, they were pretty good, though, right?
So
weird as they were.
It was fucking hot. It was too hot to, like, enjoy. There's that tattoo guy. He's still on the fence. Don't buy anything from him yet.
Yeah, we'll have to fucking report back on that, because the way this is healing is not looking good. Well, to be fair, we drove around for like 4 fucking hours after we left there without cleaning our tattoos off. With them covered in plastic.
But they were still wrapped.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have them wrapped for a while.
That's a debate. I personally think that shit needs to breathe, and most of the people that I trust think shit needs to breathe. That's why I don't like putting Neosporin on it, because it keeps your fucking skin from breathing, but...
Yeah.
I'm afraid mine's gonna scar, so I don't want him to scar. He's so cute.
I'm pretty sure mine's gonna be a big old scar too.
Oh, Charlene. That's what we get for buying a fucking tattoo on Groupon. Let's be real.
I've gotten it. Oh, actually, that is one of my bad tattoos. I've gotten a tattoo from a Groupon before, and it was kind of suspect.
Figueroa, that's the street we were on.
Oh.
I remember now.
She knows all the streets from GTA. She's like, oh, now we're here, and boop, Beverly Hills at night.
That was so awesome.
You're welcome. You've lived out here how long, Charlene? You don't know how to get anywhere.
I fucking knew that was exactly where we were, because I have a video of that corner, actually. When we were recording those 2 cars, you zoomed in on the cars, and it zoomed in on that corner. It's that corner where the big fucking spurt sign is on GTA. And then you drive by it, and there's that one apartment where everybody bought that apartment because that was the easiest one to glitch your money. So that's why I knew that corner, because I spent so much fucking time there glitching the system to get fucking money from GTA. And when I pulled up to it, I just knew where I was. I immediately knew where I was. But that was Sunset Boulevard, and I thought that was going to be Hollywood Boulevard, so it was a little weird, like geographically in real life. But I guess that's because they have to condense it down. Oh, man.
That's right.
What?
I said, that's right.
I don't know what I... Sounded like you said password. I was like, I don't know what the password is.
The password is vagina.
Whispering eye.
That's from Cable Guy when they're playing password. He's like, the password is nipple.
Alright, let's see. I think I'm done with non-E3 LA stuff, so let's get to the E3. Really? Really all we did was play Destiny 2 because we're fucking nerds, Destiny nerds.
I also played Harvest Moon.
Oh, that's right. Charlene played Harvest Moon for a few minutes.
Not what I expected.
We tried to get into this to other things, but the way that they were doing it was really fucking bad. Like, I don't know what the lines would have been if they would have just had lines, but they didn't have space for lines in PlayStation's area. It was just like crammed over there. You couldn't even walk over there. It was really bad. Like, we started to walk through there and I was like, okay, well, since we can't play anything, let's just exit stage left, because just walking through would have took us 30 minutes.
Spider-Man booth too.
I didn't even see Spider-Man. Apparently,
he was like hanging from a big-ass helicopter.
Wow, I didn't see that at all.
Like from the ceiling.
Totally did not see that.
It was really cool.
Oh, well now I'm sad I didn't get a picture of it.
Yeah.
I forget what I was getting ready to say. Shit.
My bad.
Motherfucker.
Oops, I interrupted.
Oh, I was talking about the PlayStation experience.
Yeah.
So they were using an app that's not intended for E3, for one thing. Like, the PlayStation experience is a whole nother thing onto itself that probably has far less people involved. And they basically had time blocks that you could go in and sign up to do demos for during those time blocks, and you had to, I don't know how the fuck people got in, because by the time it got done loading, the shit was full every time I tried, and Charlene kept trying, and I was like, you go ahead with that shit.
It was like gone, or like filled up in like 3 seconds. Like, even 3 seconds is probably overestimating. Like, it was so quick, just so quick.
Dude, it was like 1 second. When we were standing in that Destiny line and that fucking Asian girl next to us is like, holy shit.
Insane.
That was fucking super fast. Everything was gone. And it was like, well, I'm just sitting my fat ass in this Destiny line, and that's that. Fuck you people.
I'm glad we got to play Destiny. I would have liked to have tried that Strike, too, just so we got, a little bit of everything. But
I wouldn't have played the Strike.
The first mission in Crucible was cool.
I wouldn't have played the Strike. The fucking Strikes get worn out anyway, so I don't need extra.
It to me. I actually really wanted to try the Spider-Man game and Star Wars. I want to try Battlefront.
I saw a fucking video of that Spider-Man game, and people were saying it looked really impressive, so there's that.
I liked the last one. Played the shit out of that.
I don't think I've ever played a fucking Spider-Man game.
I have that one, and I think it's a digital one, so you can totally play it.
Well, let's talk about Destiny 2, since we're
Yay!
Since we're on that subject. We played on PC and on PlayStation. We got to play the story mission on PC, and then we got to play one round of Crucible on PS4.
Fast.
I thought I was gonna be way better at it than I fucking was, that's for sure.
I whiffed so many supers.
Oh man, the time to kill was fucking with my brain, for one thing. Like, you said it too, like, you kept not shooting because you thought they were dead and they were fucking still there. The fucking gunslinger got me with a fucking throwing knife like twice. because
Ooh.
I stopped. Well,
Because
once
you're
it
just
was
standing
because,
there like, hey, you should be dead.
well, I meleeed him twice the first time, and I thought he was gonna fucking die. And it takes 3 melees to kill somebody now instead of 2. Even if it's charged, I think it still takes 3. So I stabbed him twice, and he didn't fall. He jumped around and fucking hit me with a throwing knife, and it was like, well, that's fucking awesome.
Nice. I see your melee's working fine.
I saw Charlene die, and I didn't know how, but apparently she was trying to do the new vault thing. There, you no longer can fall off of the map so easily. Apparently, well, what it felt like to me, I was a hunter, I was a gunslinger, but I fucking thought I was shade stepping, is what it felt like to me when I did it. And I did it by accident, which is probably why you died, because you were doing it on purpose. But
I fell off the level, so
I was trying to
saying that it
fucking.
helps with that, I disagree.
I think I was trying to revive you, and I don't know what I did, but I definitely fell down and jumped back up, you know. So that was alright, I guess. We'll have to see. I think that's going to be annoying more than anything. There's the lady with the fucking ATM machine getting ready to come across the slideshow. She was super excited about that shit. I didn't give a fuck either. I had to take a picture. Let's see. Pole dancing. The Arc Strider looks a little harder to control than people anticipated. I watched people while we were in line, and I watched the guy on our team when we played Crucible just flailing. I don't know if you have to like control the way that thing moves or something, or if it's just not as elegant. It looked pretty elegant in the cutscenes and all that shit that they showed us in the reveal, but when I saw it happening, it did not look elegant. It looked like they were confused.
Excuse me. I have to say, I did not feel as cool being a Dawn Blade as it looked on the reveal thing, and I think there's also, like, perks for your special that, like, I didn't have some of those unlocked when I did the Dawn Blade, but I didn't see that until after. Like, I looked at the menu and stuff after I finished the mission, and it reloaded. So maybe that's why we didn't look quite as cool. But I definitely, oh man, that PC was so hard. First, I couldn't figure out how to jump, and then once I figured out how to jump, I couldn't stop jumping.
Yeah, me too.
Even yeah,
I
like
kept jumping
I
out of
was like, oh,
Zavala's.
something familiar.
I kept jumping out of Zavala's fucking bubble and dying too, because I was like, I don't know what I was trying to do, but I just kept jumping up and hovering there like a dumb shit and getting killed. I died so many times in that fucking story mission. I think that's why
You're
you didn't
definitely
feel
supposed to stay
good,
in the
because
bubble.
you didn't know what the fuck you were doing with a keyboard. I didn't. I felt like, I don't even know. I felt,
I
just
felt
out of water, fish out of
remedial.
water. Yeah, remedial's a good word for it.
It was just really. I'm not used to that at all. I've never played a shooter game on PC before, so that was technically the first one, and it was really hard at
I played
first, and
Counter
then after a
Strike back
couple
in the
minutes, I
day.
got into it.
I don't know why. Maybe there's not as much going on. Well, I mean, that was a long fucking time ago, too. I've never been a PC gamer, so I don't know. I want to get it on PC because of the 4K thing, but I don't know how much time I'm going to spend playing it, because it's going to be... I feel like if you take a fucking controller and plug it into the PC, then you're just purposely giving yourself a disadvantage, too. So
Yeah,
you have
I
to
don't
learn to do
know. I
it,
might get
and
used to something like that.
not very good at it.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
ready.
I really like the extended Angel of Light thing, though. How you could really fucking hover there for a long time. That was pretty awesome. But if it's like
I
a
really
default thing,
liked.
everybody's gonna do it, and it'll lose its fucking specialty. You know what I mean? Like right now, it trips people up
Yeah.
because nobody uses it, but I
Yeah,
think
but then
later.
people will want to try other stuff, and it'll be more varied.
I don't know though. Maybe it's just I didn't really look at the subclasses and all that. I tried to hurry up and get out of there. Is what I tried to do. I skipped the cutscenes and all
I
that,
didn't
just
skip
trying to,
cutscenes.
fucking get my ass out of the seat and let somebody else play. So I didn't look at all that stuff. I don't know if it's like always there or not, but if it's always there, then it's just not going to be as effective as it was before in Crucible.
I
Um,
just looked over them really fast. Like, I couldn't even tell you what anything was, really. I didn't change my grenades or anything like that. I just happened to look at it. I was like, I think I'm going to look now. And then that's when I saw that, but
I think it's like a
in
condensed
orbit.
version of what it already is, you know. Same type of options, just in a different configuration. And then there's the special abilities that each person or each class gets. Like the Titan gets some kind of shield, kind of like Orisa's shield. Did you even get to use that?
Mm-mm. Oh, I had a healing one. That
Oh.
thing that you, like, slam down.
No, that's the Warlocks, right? The Warlock has a
Yeah,
thing
that
that
was
either
during
gives
the
you a
story
damage
mission.
buff or it gives you a healing buff. And then the Titan one, it either reloads your gun while you're behind it, or I forget what the other one does. It might be a healing thing.
I definitely didn't try it when we played PvP.
And then
I definitely danced.
the hunter gets reloading and something else. See, it's gonna make hunters annoying. The perks they get are gonna be
Hold
annoying.
on.
Joy and Rapture. My next point on the list is nothing. LOL.
I like that it says nothing question mark.
There wasn't a lot at E3. Not for consumers anyway. They're just really. I mean, I've been reading the reviews, you know, and people on both sides of the fence were pretty dissatisfied with the way it went this year. Like the media and industry people were dissatisfied with the fact that they were stuck behind all of us. And then all of us were dissatisfied with the fact that there really wasn't anything that was geared towards us. Everything was for them. So, I don't know. They're going to have to fucking step it up, I think, or else people aren't going to go. I saw a thing from one guy that, he found out apparently the press conferences were, like, just off limits, period. Like, there was no way to get into them. I didn't know that. But this guy found that out, like, after he got there, and he was like, that's not what I fucking wanted, and he disputed the charges on his credit card for his pass and fucking didn't go. Because that's all he cared about, I guess, was going to the press conferences that
like
weren't allowed into.
like the weekend stuff that we didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well,
The stuff that most of us usually associate with E3, really, because that's what we get to see, is the live streams and
yeah,
shit, you know?
I agree.
I don't, I don't know. I think they need to make a couple of days just for the industry people so that they can go in there and do their job without having to stand in line for, I mean, people stood in line for like 4 fucking hours, like, to play Call of Duty and shit.
I mean, we waited like 3
Did we wait
just for
3?
PvP. Yeah, because we
Wow.
got there at like 1 and we were done at like 4.
That's fucking a lot.
For in that big line, yeah. Not for PC. For PC, it was like just under 2. We were like completely finished, like went and played and everything in just under 2.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
I was
wouldn't do something
disappointed
like
that I
that
could
and
not
give people
get
no
a
info.
simple shirt that wasn't gonna like the printing wasn't gonna come off in like 2 washes and like looked nice. I just wanted a regular black shirt with the date that said E3, you know, their logo.
They have
like,
those weird hipster shirts.
that
Yeah,
was weird.
I was at E3.
They were so douchey.
They were pretty douchey. I did get some douchey buttons though. I liked the buttons that I found.
Mine were, I guess, less douchey.
I mean, I tried to get a t-shirt. I was gonna get a Kojima t-shirt, but they didn't have them big enough for me. All I needed was an XL.
Tisk.
It's kind of unacceptable to me to not have. I saw a lot of people complaining about the sizes that were available for those, so that was kind of booty. After waiting for like a half an hour to get into the fucking PlayStation store too, it was like, God damn it.
Outside.
Oh, in the heat. Ugh.
That was
At
pretty...
least we got to meet Aloy out there, though. That was cool.
Yeah. With
She came
her
up
little
and
watcher.
messed with everybody's stuff like she didn't know what it was. It was pretty cute.
She was really cute.
She didn't, know what the fuck Geralt was. Geralt had his own adventure at E3. He has a hashtag. If you want to look at all his pictures, it's hashtag Geralt does E3. He didn't get to take pictures with the orcs, though, because they were, like, so not having it. That's probably my favorite picture, besides the ones of us, is me with those fucking orcs.
They look awesome.
They
I
were
was
pretty
showing
cool.
Shannon's brother, and he was like, whoa, those guys look cool.
They were so big, man. I'm not going to talk about my interlude with that one, because it was so embarrassing.
He shall remain lameness.
But he was probably the biggest one, and was mean looking as hell.
He was mean looking. He was scary.
he and I had quite the stare down. Charlene was looking at it the whole time like, what's happening?
Yeah, I could tell their eyes were saying something, but I couldn't. No habla.
He was looking at me like he wanted to tear my head off and shit down my neck. Yeah. It was just like, I don't get upset easily, but I almost cried from that whole situation. It was like...
Orc in the headlights, that's what that was.
Yeah, I don't think he knew what to do. It wasn't his fault that he looked like a fucking demon.
That could have been it.
He probably forgot what he looked like at that moment. He's looking at me like, bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
He was like, bitch, I'm gonna die.
That little fag's behind you with the fucking camera.
They're coming. Oh no, they're the lights.
Oh god. I wonder if that ended up on anything. It would be pretty easy to find me because I have a giant naked lady tattooed on my back, and if they turned the camera on while I was facing away from them, they definitely got a tit shot from her. So
unusable footage now.
Yeah.
Take that,
Save
you
me.
fucks.
Well, they were there for Shadow of War. I think Shadow of War probably had the coolest individual booth in there.
That was where one of the big ass dragons were.
That dragon was cool. I guess the Destiny booth, once you got in there at Activision, was pretty awesome, but you couldn't see all that stuff unless you actually waited in line for 2.5 hours, you know?
I mean, that's kind of cool, too. We got to see stuff other people didn't.
Yeah, that was really cool stuff, too. Man, those fucking...
Which, I guess now leads me to believe that there was stuff in the Call of Duty one, since it was, like, adjacent.
Probably, but Call of Duty looked exactly like Battlefield 1.
It's gonna be World at War, like, remastered, probably. But World at War was a good one. It was fun. I did enjoy it. So there's that.
I don't know.
But if it's more like Battlefield 1,
Luke said that right before this podcast, he listened to a podcast of industry people who said the exact same thing.
Oh, honey, we're professionals.
I mean, I've been to my fair share of events, and that one was just not run well. It was a mess. I don't think they anticipated... Well, no, I think they fucking know what they're doing. These are $1 million, you know, millions of dollars worth of money that go into these big-ass events like this. They know what they're fucking doing. They just didn't care. They were just like, these people are so desperate to get in here, they're just going to throw their money at us, so let's just take it and not give them anything extra. You know, they're like, we're not going to put extra capacity in these lines or anything, because apparently some of those lines filled up in minutes, and that was it for the day, you know?
See, that's crazy to me. Just like with the PlayStation app, where the girl said only 2 people for like 13 slots for the VR. Yeah. So that's 26 people a day. Well, according to one article, there was like 68,000 people at E3.
Right.
So, I mean, proportionally, that's under, you know, fucked up.
God, she was kind of
annoying.
As,
like, I'm so... Why did she get 2 slots?
Yeah, she was just bragging about it. It's like, quit fucking bragging,
And it's
bitch.
my birthday. Nobody
And I
fucking
have
cares.
Max Grimoire and blah blah
And I'm
blah.
17. Take your youth
That's
somewhere else. We're bitter.
yeah. That's cool that she got to go though on her 17th birthday, because that's how old you were supposedly supposed to be to get in. We definitely
I
saw some
definitely saw
younger
some
kids.
children. 10, 9, younger. I saw a baby out in the before you get in, like before you go up the stairs or escalator, but I
What
don't know
the
if that
fuck?
counts.
The fuck you
I
taking a
don't
baby there
know.
for?
I know.
Let's
What would you
see, what
do?
else? We saw Cuphead for like 2 seconds on the side of the Xbox thing.
Yeah.
Charlene was a giant pussy and wouldn't sneak in there with me. Oh,
We were gonna
we
sneak in
had the
to do what?
perfect
Stand in a
opportunity.
line.
Who cares? We could have snuck in there and walked
Maybe.
around and saw the stuff that you couldn't see from out there.
Or
Because they
they
had
would have
that
been
big
like,
X.
we definitely saw you come under here. Goodbye. Also,
Whatever.
get out of the entire convention.
That guy in front of us was so big and conspicuous, and he just fucking whoop right in there. I should have just gone, and you would have had to have followed me or fucking sat out there.
I would have called you on your phone and been like, I can't believe this. Unbelievable.
Bitch.
Can't take her anywhere.
Well, anyway, we got to see Cuphead for a second. At least you got to see what it looked like. It does have a release date now, so that's awesome.
It looks super cute.
I really can't wait to play that. That and Sea of Thieves are like the only two things that Xbox had going on that really I gave a shit for.
Yeah, that Anthem game looks cool, but it's not even an exclusive. So, yeah.
Is that going to be on Xbox?
Yeah, but
I
it's
haven't
not
paid much
just
attention to it
exclusive.
because it's BioWare.
It looks awesome.
I'm kind of not taking
Everybody's
them
like,
seriously
that's the
anymore.
reason Mass Effect sucked, is because they didn't care about it and they're doing this one. I was like, ooh.
Well,
You're probably
I mean,
right.
after that debacle, dude, like, I don't have much faith in your company anymore. And I don't think that their cutscenes impress me. We'll see what the actual game looks like. I won't ever buy a game from them that I don't fucking see first, ever again. I'm so glad I didn't. I really, really like Mass Effect 2, and I'm, like, pissed that they pissed all over Andromeda.
I'm kind of glad I didn't play it, because that would have been, like, my introduction to the series, and apparently it's not that great compared to the other ones. So, hopefully we get a remaster instead, because I would like to enjoy them.
They, like, patched in animation improvements. Like, what the fuck is that? Patch it in later. Get the fuck out of here.
That's the problem with that. It's like, oh, we'll just fix it later.
I guess Anthem doesn't come out until fall of next year, so... Well, I mean, nothing at E3 really comes out for a while, usually. I guess there was quite a few things that are getting ready to come out. I saw Fractured Butthole for like
Fractured
2 seconds.
Butthole.
It looked, I mean, it looked like a South Park game, so whatever. I'm pretty sure that's, what do you call it, par for the course. Like, it's just gonna be another one, and that's that.
They added some new stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but I'm saying as far as, like, looking at the game for what I saw, it was just still South Park.
Looks like South Park, yeah.
Assassin's Creed looks okay, I guess. That'll all depend on what they do with the storyline for me, but every single game that they do nowadays is exactly the same game. Like, we saw, a Far Cry demo that looked exactly like Ghost Recon and Watch Dogs. It was like, well, I mean, this is cool, but it's the exact same game. Like
that pirate game, it looks like Black Flag.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to exactly be like, I think there's going to be like multiplayer ship battles and stuff, so.
Yeah. It's going to be
Griefer's Paradise.
So. Yeah. Pirate's life is not really for me.
What?
I'm not really into pirates.
No, you have to be a pirate with me. Who else is going to pirate with me? Who's my first mate going to be if not you? Come on now. So, Far Cry looks cool, but it looks like everything else they do. So does Assassin's Creed. So, it's like, those franchises are just like Call of Duty to me anymore. They're just there. I'm hoping
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed's going to be better this time because they took a year off. Or two. It's been a while.
Are they going to have multiplayer in that Assassin's Creed?
No.
Oh. Well.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe one day they'll bring it back. But let's see. G Fuel is the shit I have on my notes. I really like that stuff. I felt like crap that day until I drank that shit, and I didn't even realize that I felt so good after I drank it until I heard somebody else talking about how good they felt after they drank it, and I was like, oh, that's why the fuck I felt so good yesterday. It was because I chugged like at least 5 or 6 shots of that shit when we were over there by that sample booth. So I'm very interested in that as an alternative to Mountain Dew. I have to check that out.
No, all about the soda. That is what I'm gonna have. I would like one right now, actually.
Wait till it catches up with you and you gain a bunch of weight like I did, and then you'll be like, hey, that G Fuel shit tastes pretty good.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't black, but it was good.
I thought the
like I don't
sugar-free
really.
one was good.
No. I don't like sugar-free anything.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. It was like tolerable at least.
The other one was better. The Fazeberry. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, Fazeberry was good. I think there was like one of the blue ones that was pretty good.
I didn't try very many. Just 2. I kept worrying that they were going to be like, that's $1 a cup. So it's like, should I?
It probably fucking is, because that shit's kind of pricey. Like, they were selling it at a discount at E3, and I should have bought some. Because I think he said it was like almost twice as expensive when you buy it retail.
What?
It was like $22 for a can, and I'm like, well, how many... I was trying to get out of him how many 12-ounce servings that would equal, and he didn't fucking know. And I'm like, what kind of beverage salesman are you?
Good day, sir.
Yeah, if you can't tell me how many 2 liters is in that fucking can, I'm not buying it. But he's like, well, it depends on how you mix it. And I'm like, I'm saying, did you hear that conversation? Because I was like, I'm saying, as per instruction on your can. Like,
I think I did hear that part. As per instruction. I remember that snippet.
I'm like, help me help you, dude. I'm like, sell me your beverage, you know? I was like, you're looking at this fat girl with a Mountain Dew bottle in her hand. Like, I'm like your cash cow, literally, and you're just fucking it all up. So, get your shit together and sell me some fucking G Fuel. I saw some other stuff called Gamer Sups that I'm going to check out, too, because I'm assuming it's the same type of shit. Anything that gives me something that tastes good and has some caffeine but doesn't have a ton of calories and sugar is okay in my book. Let's see. I've got a thing that says, Hyperkin is terrible at gathering people in hype.
Oh, that was kind of cringy.
It was very, very cringy. It was like one of the biggest gatherings of people because they were giving away. Basically, you had to go and get this little bow tie thing, and you had to take a selfie. They were doing a lot of shit like that where you had to take selfies with things and people. And for theirs, you had to take a picture with their bow tie. You had to fucking... They had printed instructions on how to do it, too. They were like, go to... You get a hashtag. It wasn't a hashtag. It was an at these 2... ads, and then you had to use a certain hashtag, and then you had to not only do that, but you had to walk up and show the girl your fucking phone. Or show her the post. And it's like, bitch, just look at the hashtag, you lazy motherfucker. So once you gave them your confirmation that you hashtagged, then they would give you a little entry, like a raffle thing that wasn't even a numbered raffle ticket. It was just like, write your info on here and stick it in the box. Mm-hmm. So we did, and then they're like, you have to come back and you have to be present at, 4 o'clock? 4:30.
Yeah, something like that.
And we got up there like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes early. And it was the
early.
Worst. Oh my God. It was the worst 10 minutes at E3 for sure, man. It was like, oh, this is fucking awful.
It was too hot, and they were just like rambling, and like trying to get us all like woo, but I was not in a chanting kind of mood.
Yeah, they're like, hyper kin, and I'm like, what do you even do? What do you even
Yeah.
do?
What are we talking about?
I don't really know. I think they're like a New Egg or something like that type of retail place. That's all I've
I
got.
can
But
tell you, I still don't know.
they were giving away what Aviv and some kind of like accessory pack. It was worth $1,000.
Yeah, it was like
So
some big VR bundle. So it came with the actual headset, and then like I think they said 5 accessories valued at $1,000.
well, we didn't win. And
Yeah,
then
and we didn't go back the next day because we were like,
no,
I'd
I
rather
couldn't even
lose.
be bothered, dude. I'm like, after we got done with Destiny, I just wanted to. I felt so shitty that day. I just wanted to get the fuck out of there. I could not have withstood that one more time. No fucking way. What else we got? Speaking of Destiny, hot Bungie chicks. Now,
Mm, mm, mm.
they must put something in the water at Bungie because there are a lot of hot Bungie chicks, okay? A lot of them. They were everywhere at E3. The black girl giving away the fucking t-shirts at the first booth was my favorite. She was super cute.
She was, and she was super nice, which I always enjoy.
Yeah. None of them were assholes. Like, that was one booth in both places that we really didn't encounter. Oh, wait, we encountered one asshole. I take that back. It was another player that was behind us in line, and he's like, I don't know, he just really wanted to tell people that he gets paid to do trials carries, and I just fucking, he said it to me, and I just shut my eyes and turned my fucking back on him, and bit my fucking tongue, because I really wanted to tell him he was a piece of shit, and like, as soon as I turned around, I hear Charlene's little voice behind me, thank you.
I could tell that she was just like, you know, Jesus a la Buddha, give me strength.
I could
Everybody
hear Charlene.
up in here, help me.
I could hear Charlene's butt pucker. Like, oh God, here it comes.
I was like, oh, dude, you're bragging to
Don't
the
brag
wrong
about that.
tree.
Just don't brag about that to anybody in the fucking community. I'm pretty sure most people frown on that. Except for the ones that are doing it.
It's just sad.
It really
Especially
is because
now
there's
with
people
the
that do
book,
it for
too.
free. Yeah. I mean, people are selling those t-shirt discount codes on fucking eBay. I still haven't gotten mine, by the way.
Bungie, if you're listening.
Let's see, what else do we have about... We've pretty much gone over all this.
A lack
Except
of
for the security. Yeah, definitely want to talk about that because there really was no security at all. The only place there was
thing
security...
they checked was for our badges.
And they hardly checked those when we first got there. They barely fucking looked at you, you know? You could have had...
Yeah.
You could have picked up that fucking plastic thing off the ground. They would have never even looked. But at some point, they started to check them, and I don't know why. And when they started to check them, it kind of freaked me out a little. Remember she had that little blacklight pen or whatever?
Yeah, I guess
like,
people
we're
were
using
printing
blacklight.
out
Oh.
their own, like photocopying them with the QR code and stuff, and then just slipping them in those lanyards. But the actual badge has like this metallic kind of strip on the side of it, so she was flashing the light to see that like shining on it to make sure it was the ones they printed. I investigated because I was like, "Oh, was that a black light? Is there like something cool printed on it?"
I didn't know that there was a thing there. I really thought they just printed that shit on basic printer paper because that's what they look like to me. So
It was so
I'm not
quick,
surprised
too,
people
when
were
it got
copying
there.
them. Not just that, but like we totally missed the Coliseum things that we wanted to watch because there was a no backpack thing in there. But only in there. And they had a bag check that you could go and leave your bag with. Well, my fucking camera bag has like, I don't know, $5,000 easy worth of fucking camera equipment in it. So like, I'm not checking that shit, you know. and I wouldn't have checked it, but like, what, 2 days later, we're like walking in the door, and we look over, and there's all these fucking bags just piled against the wall right next to the
Like
fucking door.
luggage. Like
Yeah.
the people were gonna leave E3 and go straight to the airport, so they brought their luggage. But it was like a foot from the door, 2 feet from the door, so you just had to like grab you a wheelie suitcase and head out that door. They had buses waiting outside too. You could have
Yeah,
just
like
got on one of those.
you could either have stolen somebody's shit and gotten away with it very easily, or you know, the guy that fucking blew up that Ariana Grande concert walked in with a giant suitcase. So you could have walked in there and rolled a suitcase up and left it in that pile of shit and walked away, and I don't think anybody would have fucking noticed. I really don't.
That's right.
So it was just like a really scary thing. Let's see. Luke says Hyperkin is just terrible. They make shit retro consoles. Most recent one was the Retron 5. Sounds like some kind of weird dildo.
Yeah, it sounds like some space porn.
Fucking
Hey,
Fees
send me that
and his
link.
neighbors must have thought he had a aneurysm watching space porn. Oh, well, loot boxes. So we're done with E3. That was pretty much it. I had a great time just because I was there with Charlene. Like, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yay.
You know, it wouldn't have mattered what we were doing, really, to me. Like, I was just happy to be there. That was me that whole E3. I'm like, whatever. I'm just here. Riding the wave of excitement.
It was something to
glad you
take off my
enjoyed it.
list of things I've always wanted to do. Would I do it again? Maybe not next year, maybe in a few. Kind of see where it goes and if it changes. Because, like she said, it wasn't really a lot for, you know, our people, us, non-important, no press-having people.
Oh, before we stop talking about E3, let's talk about the beautiful people because they were everywhere. And it was so obvious that they were all sucking around each other's dick holes, you know? Like, there was a lot of fucking schmoozing going on. And it was like, for me, I looked around and was like, wow, I'll tell you what, I will never be successful on Twitch because I'm not one of these bitches, for one thing. And even the guys, like, there were so many meatheads at E3. Totally fucking beefed up buff dudes. I couldn't believe it. I didn't expect to see that at E3. It was weird. I'm pretty sure they were fucking streamers too. Like, that's just what, I don't know. There was a lot of very pretty people there that obviously are popular because they're pretty. And that's sad, because I'm sure there are a lot of very awesome content creators that don't fit that mold, that get 0 fucking views.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yes.
I think I'm pretty funny.
I'm
Not to toot my own
just
horn.
happy to be here.
Some girl supposedly went missing. Everybody saw that.
That shit
whole
was
thing
nuts.
go We were like glued to fucking Twitter that night watching
I
the
fell
whole shit go
asleep
down.
watching that whole debacle.
And the next day the girl gets up like fucking hungover as shit and everybody's like, you must post a video.
You're not really you. You're dead.
Oh, man.
But it was like they were mad that she was fine, and everybody was expecting her to explain what happened. And it's like, you don't even know her. She owes you no kind of explanation. I mean, it would be nice for sure, but...
I mean, okay, you know how I am about business things. And she did have business arrangements that day, and she totally ditched them. And I think that's why everybody... She had meetings and stuff, apparently, that and maybe panels or something. I don't know, because I really didn't give 2 fucks about what Twitch was doing at E3. But
she did have something to do, but
they had
what
a fucking
she said...
mixer where they were all fucking selfieing themselves to death and fucking, look at me, I'm so cute, here's my tits, and all that. We definitely saw some of those girls. We saw this weird Asian girl, like, I think she was like a mukbang girl or something.
Oh, and the Twitch people are like, we're making a line right here when we're trying to take a
Yeah.
picture with their stupid thing that they want everybody to take a picture of.
Yeah, they had this
Like, well,
big
do you want us to take a
logo.
picture of it or not?
They had this big logo there, and I was like, well, let's put Geralt next to it. And I'm like squatted down trying to take a picture, and this bitch walks over like, hi, we're forming a line. I'm like, good for you, I'm taking a picture. Like, fuck your line, lady. Like, fuck you.
Like,
So
well, but I mean,
rude.
it was so obvious you were gonna take a picture and we were gonna be gone. Like, she couldn't wait that 5 seconds. It took longer for her to bitch about it than for you to take the picture.
Yeah, fuck them. I was not impressed with anything they did.
Oh,
Their whole group.
apparently
Fuck them.
that girl said that, yeah, there was Twitch stuff going on, but she was under the impression that it was, like, optional.
Optional.
So, yeah, so she didn't go. But, like, I
I
don't know why
totally
you would
relate to
come.
that girl, man. Like, I would do if I went out there by myself, like not with you, and I decided to go and fucking hang out with one of my friends in LA that night or something, and like you called the cavalry, I'd be pissed. I wouldn't go and not tell you where the fuck I was, though. That's the whole thing.
That was
Like,
weird, too.
yeah, like I would be like, okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to play poker over here at this underground fucking casino or whatever she went to
Don't
do.
tell anybody.
Like, don't bother me. Don't act like I'm fucking missing because I'm out drinking tonight. But the way that it happened was she, like, staggered out of that mixer, drunk as shit. And even the Uber driver that drove her, apparently, like, the next fare he picked up said that the girl that was just in his fucking car was super shit-faced. So, like, the people that were throwing a fit about their friend being missing, all I could think was, why the fuck did you let your friend leave in that condition in a strange city and get in a fucking car without, like, knowing where the fuck she's going, asking her to text you when she gets there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what kind of fucked up, like, friendships you people have out there, but, like, if Charlene was like, yo, I'm about to go, for one thing, if Charlene was drunk, I wouldn't leave her unattended. End of story. Like, I would not ever leave my drunk friend unattended anywhere except for in their fucking bed in the hotel room. Like,
Ditto.
and even then I would probably stand there and wait for him to be good and asleep because I'd be afraid they'd get up and fucking wander around. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's
I
the
wouldn't
mom
even
in
let
me,
her
I
go
don't know.
downstairs to smoke a cigarette without me. Like, I was like, fuck. And I was like, I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. She's like, let's go smoke a cigarette. Yay. Well, I'm not a smoker, so it was not enjoyable for me, but
You didn't have to go.
damn it if I was gonna let her go outside
I had
by
Kimasati out there.
herself.
Ah, I forgot to take a picture of him with Geralt,
Yeah, but after
man.
2 a.m. he was gone, and we were still,
Yeah.
lively past 2 a.m.
I was definitely down there when the sun came up that one
I
night. You weren't
definitely
with me.
saw that picture, and you were like, Charlene's gonna be pissed.
I was so drunk, man. Oh, fuck it. I don't know how
I was
even got
only
out the
pissed
door.
because I did not like that you went downstairs by yourself in the middle of the fucking night morning and you were drunk. Like, see?
Yeah, but I'm a mean motherfucker, man. Good luck getting me on
That's
trunk.
okay. That's even like almost worse because then if someone tries to fuck with you, well, now we have murder. Now
If
I'm an
somebody tries to fuck
accessory.
with me, they're gonna fucking die, and it's gonna be a fucking self-defense thing, and that's gonna be that. I'm sure there were cameras out there to record the whole thing if anything happened.
I mean, let's hope so.
Alright, that's actually it for E3. Now let's talk about these fucking Overwatch loot boxes.
Dun,
Because
dun,
apparently they're fixing them. And they're going to make duplicates. They said they're going to make duplicates far less prevalent.
and
We'll
you're gonna
see.
get more credits.
Yeah, supposedly, even though you're not going to get a lot of duplicates, you're still going to get enough currency to, like, save up and buy stuff when you want. So, it hasn't been implemented yet on console, so we have no way of confirming it, but that's
Oh
the word on the
no!
street.
Well, I'm gonna save mine. I'm glad you said that because I still have my free one that they gave me with my Twitch Prime. Go and unlock your box.
Yeah, I haven't done that either. I don't have much else here. I've got a little bit of space stuff. Apparently we're gonna probe Uranus.
You're welcome.
So, I just wanted to say that. I saw something this morning, actually, that they found a new planet way out in the Kuiper Belt. Or what they think
Wow.
might be a planet way out there. It's like
Ooh.
warping the Kuiper Belt, so something's out there. It's probably a fucking
Oh.
alien.
Yes, Galactus, eater of planets. Oh wait, is he eater of planets or eater of worlds?
Eater of Worlds? I don't know.
Maybe both.
I'm gonna
I'm sure
I'm gonna
someone will
skip
correct
that.
me.
skip that other one we haven't talked about because I really got to go to the bathroom. So we're going to have to wrap this
Or
shit
wrapping
the
it
fuck
up,
up.
ladies and gentlemen.
Questions. What games are you planning on playing next? And what games announced at E3 are you most excited for? From Ian, PCPS3, PS4 on Twitter. Next thing we're probably going to be playing, at least for me, I don't think there's much else coming out, is Destiny. Destiny 2. I don't know about anything that was announced at E3 that I'm really excited for. Oh, Beyond Good and Evil. That looks really awesome. Very excited for that.
Okay, I don't know a lot about that game because I never played the first one, but that does look really cool. I would like to play that one. Well, I mean, we're definitely going to play Destiny 2. I would like to play Fractured Butthole. We'll see what funds are doing before that. That's not until October.
Let's see. Buddha J wants to know, when we first saw each other, was it butt touches or bear hugs? It was definitely bear hugs. Charlene knocked me into my rental car and almost killed me. It was bear hugs. We're moving to the next one. What was our highlight of E3? My highlight of E3 was just hanging out with Charlene. I guess playing Destiny 2 is probably about it. That's my
highlight, playing
244.
Destiny 2 for the first time with you, since Destiny is like what built our friendship. So I thought that was pretty special. The first time we played the sequel was together.
Sentimental.
Mush, mush. Don't get mushy. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Okay, guys, that's it. I'm sorry, but I have to go to the bathroom so bad that I'm in pain.
Y'all know the drill.
Podcast is now up on iTunes and Google Play, and we have an actual website, theladywood.com now, instead of that subdomain, so you don't have to learn how to spell my gamer tag anymore. And it'll be out Wednesday around 5 p.m. on time for once. And that's about it. Thanks for listening.
Last one was on YouTube, right?
And it's on YouTube.
And YouTube.
Sorry, I gotta poop.
And on that note, goodbye.
Bye.